Today I effed up by showing us to a stranger on Omegle's unmoderated section. Before I start, I'm 100% straight. I was streaming to some friends on Discord and we were messing around on the unmoderated section of Omegle. I would have my ass out and see if people would stop on me. Then I would call them gay if they kept on jacking it. I found this one guy and he stayed for a long time and I had my ass out. My boxers were tight and I had them pulled up in my ass to look like a girl. In this process, my mom walked in because I was being loud and it was late at night. She knocked and then quickly walked in. She came in and said go to bed while seeing my ass out and the guy jerking off to me. We made eye contact and she stood there for a second. She looked back at guy and closed the door like she usually does. I'm currently sitting here pondering my life and what I should do next. I'm going to see her tomorrow after work and I have no clue what to do. Please help me. TLDR. Showed my ass to a dude jerking it. Mum walked in. Update. No, my mom hasn't said anything to me yet. I think she's gonna act like it never happened and trusts that I know better now. I don't plan on bringing it up anytime in the future unless it's at my wedding. No. I'm not homophobic and have nothing toward gay people. We all just thought it was funny to see their faces when they saw it was a guy. If you are wondering. No, I'm not planning on going back on Omegle and doing that again. I understand that it looks immature and ignorant but we were all just having fun. Lastly, I was never meaning gay in a negative or offensive way. It is 100% okay to be gay. I dunno dude. Purposely letting guys jerk off to you sounds kinda gay. What if he had socks on? IDK. Depends what he had the sock on. Today I effed up by buying an $800 ticket for $7,000. Let me start from the beginning. 7 months ago my girlfriend and I found a great deal through United. Round trip from San Francisco to Paris for $400 per ticket. We were so stoked as neither of us had spent much time in Europe. Plan was to leave the 11th of March and we'd fly back on the 25th. So we thought. Here comes COVID-19. 2 days prior to departure we were on the fence about leaving since things seemed to be escalating. Though. Due to perceived thoughts about the media making a big deal over it and us being outside the age range of harm. The pros seem to outweigh the cons. I should also mention. This is prior to additional detailed information being released about COVID-19. In retrospect. We would have obviously made a different decision knowing everything we know today. Now the flight. The flight to Paris is about 5 hours long, we're in economy. About 8 hours into the flight. Our flight attendant comes over and asks if we're on vacation and if we've heard the news. Neither of us purchased internet and we were half asleep so we have no idea. She proceeds to share that a travel restriction was put in place and we need to book travel back to the U.S. By midnight that night, it's 4 AM local Paris time and we land at 10:30 AM local time. As you can imagine. We think we're fucked. Again. Remember this is prior to price caps from airlines and information regarding U.S. citizens being allowed back into the states post 3/12 travel restriction deadline. Since we can't change our flight via the mobile app. We had no other option but to book a one-way flight back through United. We checked other airlines but all other flights were 36+ hours. Which would put us outside the perceived deadline. Those 2 one-way tickets back to California, with a layover in Montreal, cost $7.019. Let me repeat. The only flight back cost $7.019. My hope was that because I couldn't change my flight. I could call United from Paris, didn't work, or when I got back to the States to explain the situation. Surely they would see the anomaly in all of this and work with me through some sort of scenario that's realistic. Boy was I wrong. 36. 5 hours later we're back home in California. The next morning I head back to the airport and speak with a United employee at arrivals. Nothing they can do. Then I go online and submit a claim. Crickets for 5 days. I understand they're overwhelmed. Which is why I waited. Then I call customer service. I'm on hold for 2 hours, which is understandable given the situation, and then get through to talk to someone. This person says there isn't anything they can besides a voucher for my $150 original flight back. I politely ask to speak with the next person up the ladder. I patiently wait another 30 minutes to speak with the supervisor and finally get in touch. I explain the situation. Ask for a credit or partial refund on the $7 K1-way ticket. And I'm promptly told it's not possible. The only thing they can do is the credit previously explained. So, I ask to be connected to the next person up the ladder, to which I'm told there isn't anyone else for me to speak with. Well, this certainly cannot be the case. So I ask again. Nope. Sorry, there's no one else and there's nothing else we can do. They even admitted they've given refunds previously, but I guess that option's closed for today. Here's the best part. They hung up on me. In complete honesty. I being very polite. Not yelling. And being rational. No reason to hang up on me, and it's quite unprofessional. Long story short. I'm out $7. 000. I didn't eat a croissant. And I'm in quarantine. Fuck me. TL. Doctor, I booked a flight for $800. Paid $7. 000 for it. And got hung up on. Update, if United wants to play ball, I'll send half, $3. 500, to charity. Street. Jude. B&G Club. Etc. I'm not particularly wealthy, but I'd rather see it go to a good cause than this organization. Maybe we vote as a group on the charity? Can't thank you all enough for all the kind words and advice. Obviously hindsight is 20/20. Hence the sub. Take to their Twitter feed. Maybe that'll wake him up. I was going to suggest this exact thing. That seems to be one of the best ways to get the attention of such a large company. That and maybe going to a local news station. Can confirm. Work for a large company and we have very specific policies in place because the company despises social media that negatively portrays them. Essentially, we bend over backwards to people that have larger followings on social media, and especially those that make negative posts.